Budget 2026. Although this budget is not as bad as we have been hearing for the last a few weeks, but yet it is a budget which increased taxes in a number of areas in a different ways. For example, personal allowance frozen for further years, which means income will go up, minimum wage increase, but the tax will increase because of the gap between the personal allowance and the income level. Also, this budget hit the salary sacrifice, where employee used to sacrifice salary and get national insurance exemption, which is limited to £2,000 per month. Income tax, although they said no increase in income tax, but 2% in tax on additional tax on dividend and investment. Investment is likely to be rental income. Although for universal tax credit and some other benefits, two-child cap removed, but this will increase the government cost. In other words, that have to be collected from tax and insurance. And the government is considering now the property as a cash machine. So whichever way is possible, they are trying to tax landlord. First, they started with the disallowing the interest, and now they started talking mansion tax. Property over 2 million will have to pay extra money. Not necessarily they will limit it to this mansion tax. Perhaps in future, they will try to bring more property into this band. Although they haven't touched capital gain tax, but there are discussions to put CGT on main home. Inheritance tax not touched, but they are discussing whether 7-year rule can be extended, and also thinking of dropping 175,000 family home allowance for inheritance tax. So mainly they are trying to find out more money from landlords and properties. Although this budget did not make any changes on VAT rate, but they are bringing more items and services within the scope of VAT. For example, more foods and drink items like drink containing milk, and more of confectionery items will be within the scope of 20% standard rated VAT. So in summary, again, this budget will again hit working class and middle class, not rich people. By mansion tax, they are actually not taxing the rich people, they are taxing the cash poor people who have their only house but very little normal income. And this budget is also very soon going to tax the very normal state pensioner because of the freeze of personal allowance. So in summary, the budget, yes, still is now good for working class and middle class. Thank you.